As a picture editor for the New York City-based web journal Depravity, Danny Sanders is an aspiring writer. Danny, who is having trouble making friends in her job, lies to Colin, a social media influencer and coworker, about visiting a writer's retreat in Paris in order to impress him after getting high off of a hit from him. For the next week, Danny builds a website for the fictitious retreat and posts photoshopped images of herself in Paris from her Brooklyn apartment. As a result, she acquires a small Instagram following, among them is Colin. A few days later, Danny uploads a photoshopped image of herself beside the Arc de Triomphe. However, minutes afterward, terrorists blast the Arc and other significant Parisian sites. In order to maintain her deception, Danny says she saw the bombing and that she met her parents at the airport after pretending to be returning from Paris. Danny quickly attracts a lot of attention and sympathy because her parents, coworkers, and online following think she survived the terrorist strikes. As a result, Danny decides to cling to the lie. She meets and becomes friends with adolescent anti-gun activist Rowan Aldrin, a survivor of a school massacre with a sizable social media following, at a trauma support group. Danny publishes an article about her experience of being in a terrorist attack after being inspired by Rowan. With Rowan's assistance, this article, which uses the hashtag #IamNotOK, goes viral and catapults Danny into stardom. Rowan becomes a confidant and sisterly figure to Danny as they get closer. When Danny receives an invitation to Colin's influencer party, they have a brief, uncomfortable sexual encounter that makes her think she should bring Plan B. She comes to the realization that living a famous life is not as appealing as just being a decent person. Danny receives an invitation to address Rowan at a rally. After counter-protesters detonate pyrotechnics, Rowan is admitted to the hospital after experiencing a PTSD crisis. Danny is feeling more and more bad for tricking Rowan because she has been experiencing recurrent hallucinations of the Paris bomber. A suspicious coworker of Danny's named Harper discovers her deceit in the interim and issues an ultimatum to her: either Harper exposes Danny's fraud to the public or she can come clean on her own terms. Reluctantly, Danny chooses to release a brief apology outlining the reality and pledging to do better. This swiftly throws her life into disarray. She is made an internet celebrity, loses her job, has her friendship with Rowan damaged, is forced to move in with her parents after harassers release her address online, and both her parents and she get abuse and death threats in real life. Before long, Danny logs off of all social media. A month later, Danny is attending a support group where she is urged to make apologies with people she has affected. The group is for people who have experienced internet shame. Attending a spoken word event, Danny is impressed and receives applause from the audience when Rowan speaks about how Danny took advantage of her and that she will never forgive what Danny did. This solidifies their ruined friendship. When Danny realizes that making apologies would serve her interests more than Rowan's, she stealthily leaves the theater.